I just love sitting down on a Saturday and watching the Florida Gators.
Get their butts whooped.
Not really. We were 9-3 this year.
You know who else was 9-3 this year?
Who?
Iowa.
Well, I love college football. So I do want to talk real quick about the college football playoff. This weekend is going to be fun. We got LSU versus Oklahoma. LSU's 1 seed, Oklahoma's 4 seed. And then you got Clemson and Ohio State. Clemson the 2 seed, Clemson the 3 seed. So let's make a quick predictions about college football. I know that you're not...
Before we get into this, Iowa won their bowl game yesterday, the Holiday Bowl against USC.
Woo! Somehow is an Iowa fan. I don't know where.
Go Iowa!
I don't know where he became an Iowa fan, but
it was the first college football game I watched.
Florida's playing Virginia in their bowl game, which I don't really know how that happened because we ended up as ranked 7 in the nation, and Virginia's like 24. I don't know. I was hoping that we could maybe get Alabama, but I guess not.
You don't want that heat.
I'm pretty hopeful for our bowl game, but let's talk the playoff. LSU versus Oklahoma, Clemson versus Ohio State.
All right. I think Joe Burrow is going to have a day against Kyler Murray. Or is it Johnny Manziel? No, Johnny Manziel is Texas A&M.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts for Oklahoma.
It's not Baker?
This is why we don't talk college football on this show. Joe Burrow versus Jalen Hurts, LSU, Oklahoma. Here's the thing with me. I'm a Florida Gators fan. I love the SEC. I'm kind of torn on this playoff because, first of all, if you're an SEC fan, it's kind of like an unwritten rule that you cheer for the SEC team in the championship. There's always an SEC team in the championship because everybody outside of the South hates the SEC. So it's kind of like you have this camaraderie with all the other fan bases, unless they're like your rival. Like if Georgia was in the championship, I wouldn't cheer for them because they're our rival in the conference. But anybody else, you're kind of like supposed to cheer for them. But I don't really want to cheer for LSU, and they're the only SEC team in it. And also, I really like Jalen Hurts with Oklahoma. I kind of like the story of his career, how he was the quarterback at Alabama. I think he won 1 championship with them. I think he played 2 seasons with them. And then in the year that they played Georgia in the championship, he gets taken out at halftime. One of the weirdest college football stories is they just randomly pull Jalen Hurts, put in Tua wins the game for them, and then there's all this talk about who's gonna be the next quarterback for Alabama. Ends up being Tua. Jalen sits a season and then goes to Oklahoma, and people are not expecting anything from him. And then this season has a great season, and then Oklahoma makes the playoff. I think this is the first time they've been in the playoffs since the college football playoffs started. To see him lead that team has been awesome. I'm a big Jalen Hurts guy. I would love to see him win over LSU, even though I'm supposed to cheer for the SEC team. But my cop-out for that is I'm going to cheer for Clemson. Clemson's ACC, but they're kind of
It's close.
Yeah, and I'm a huge Dabo Swinney guy. I love Dabo. And I hate Ohio State, so of course I want Clemson to be Ohio State.
So let me tell you my pick. I'm going to choose LSU.
Okay.
Only because I don't know anything and they're higher ranked. And LSU, it's
Joe Burrow is outstanding.
I like LSU's colors better, to be honest. That's how we're going to go for this on a color scheme.
All right.
But here's the thing. I do think Jalen Hurts is going to have a big day, and so is Adrian Peterson running the ball for Oklahoma. I think Adrian Peterson's going to go off. I think we're going to see him return to his prime against LSU, but it won't be enough because Joe Burrow's going to take it over.
Okay.
All right. What was next?
Joe Burrow has been great. I think Joe Burrow I think it's going to be a great game. As far as Clemson, Ohio State goes,
yeah,
I honestly think Clemson is going to just completely wipe out Ohio State.
I think it's going to be a close game. I think Deshaun Watson's going to be able to edge out over Braxton Miller.
Okay, enough.
Zeke might have a good day running the ball. for
Ohio State. Ohio State is overrated. Clemson has been underrated this year. They've gone undefeated. People have looked at their schedule and been like, it's been weak. Dabo Sweeney's still the guy. Trevor Lawrence is still their quarterback. I think that they're going to come out and I think they're going to whoop Ohio State, and I'm going to love every second.
What happened to Deshaun Watson?
He's their backup now. Trevor Lawrence took his
What?
job.
Wow. Look, here's the thing. Nate Ebner for the special teams for Ohio State is going to be dominant. Yeah.
Okay, I got Oklahoma over LSU. I got Clemson over Ohio State in the championship. I got Clemson going back-to-back, beating Oklahoma in the championship game.
My turn?
34-27.
My turn?
Yes.
All right, I got LSU over, what was the other team?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield's not going to be able to pull it out. Not this time. He's going to end up getting drafted by, like, the Browns or something. And then, yeah, well, here's the thing. Logan, if you're watching this, it's nothing against Ohio State. I really hope you're watching this, so that would be amazing. But I'm going to have to go Clemson over Ohio State just because of my love for Deshaun Watson. Yeah. You know what? No. Yeah, yeah, no. Give me LSU.
LSU over Clemson in the championship?
Give me LSU over Clemson in the championship. 41-40.
Wow.
Joe Burrow should be the next quarterback for the Dolphins, but he's going to get drafted by the Bengals, and his career is going to be over.
Yeah. Peak at college.
Yeah.
That's how it is for a lot of these Heismans, except for Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Although Lamar Jackson didn't get picked over number 1 overall.
He got picked 32 overall.
Could have got picked by your Patriots, but I know you're still bitter about that.
Twice.
Twice.
All right.
Well, that's it for this episode
Yeah.
of football.
Yeah.